Hi everyone. Today we're going to focus on orientation is in time, which is continuation from the previous classes. So we're going to look at the regular cycles. So the environment displays regular cycle, and this is based on the movement of the Earth and Moon. And then organisms uses these environmental cues to set their activity patterns, their rhythm, and these rhythms can be daily, annual, tidal, lunar, or semi-lunar. Animals that are night active are known as nocturnal. So night nocturnal. So they start with the same letter. Animals that are day active are diurnal. So day diurnal. While animals that are active at dawn or dusk are known as crepuscular. All actively patterns or rhythms are innate. Innate means that it's genetically programmed and it's not learned and are controlled by an internal clock. This clock is known as biological clock. So the clock is set by an environmental cue, and this cue will determines the onset and offset of activity for certain plant or animal. For example, a ruru, which is a mopoke, is nocturnal and starts to become active at nightfall while ceases activity during the day. The next thing that we're going to look at is photoperiodism and flowering. So, photoperiodism is the regulation of activity by the length of daylight, and this is known as photoperiod. Photoperiod is detected by the leaves. So, plants, based on this, the plants are placed in three groups. Um, and the grouping is dependent on the photoperiod that induces flowering. For example, the first one, which is short day plants known as SDP, these plants that need a period of long nights before they are able to flower. So we say that they need photoperiod of less than a certain critical day length. So critical day length is abbreviated as CDL. So a short day plant will be needing photoperiod of less than a critical day length. Long day plants, which is LDPs, these are plants that need a period of short nights before they are able to flower. So a photoperiod greater than certain critical day length is needed here. For day neutral plants, so these flowers independent of the length of photoperiod. So these flowers can flower all year round, any time of the year, basically throughout the year. This ability of plants to respond to photoperiod is controlled by a light sensitive pigment known as phytochrome, which is present in the leaves and exists in two different forms. So we've got phytochrome red and far red, which can change from one to the other. So phytochrome red absorbs red light and is converted to phytochrome far red, while phytochrome far red absorbs far red light and is converted to phytochrome red. I repeat, there are two types of different forms of phytochrome. So we've got phytochrome red and phytochrome far red. And phytochrome red, which can change from one to the other. All right, this tends to alternatively change from one to the other, as I mentioned before. So phytochrome red absorbs red light and is converted to phytochrome far red, while phytochrome far red absorbs far red light and is converted to phytochrome red. As sunlight contains more red light than far red light during the day, phytochrome red converts to phytochrome far red, while during the night, the unstable phytochrome far red slowly reverts back to phytochrome red. It is believed that this slow conversion may act as a clock for the plant. Therefore, if the day is long, enough phytochrome far red accumulates and long day plants tend to flower. If the night is long, enough phytochrome red accumulates and shorter day plants tends to flower. With this, it brings us to endogenous rhythm. All right. So, endogenous rhythm is activity rhythm under the control of an internal clock. And these may be circadian, free running rhythm, which displays a period of about 24 hours per day. Annual, which is free running rhythm, displays a period of about 365 days per year, sorry. And tidal, which is free running rhythm, which displays a period of about 12 hours in one tide. Kaiga's semilunar, which is free running rhythm, which displays a period of about 15 days. So the adaptive advantage of having activity control by environmental cues, that entraining an internal clock, is that it allows an organism to anticipate or predict the onset of favorable conditions, therefore gaining maximum advantage of these. Right, so that's the basic advantage. It also allows animals to prepare for activities such as migration, increasing survival chances during migration or breeding success. I have included the notes for this in your video as well, so as you go through the video you can refer to the notes to answer the questions that follows.